This lecture is going to be on drawing ray diagrams, and it's important for us to draw ray diagrams as we study specular reflection. And specular reflection uses ray diagrams very simply to allow us to make sense of what's taking place as that photon or as that light is reflecting or bouncing off of a surface. Some necessary terminology that we need to get used to is what we're going to call the incident ray. That's essentially the incoming photon that's going to be striking this mirror, right, a specular surface. It's going to bounce off or reflect in a very predictable manner. Now notice we're defining the mirror as this horizontal plane at the bottom of the picture. We're going to need to make sure we refer to this line perpendicular to the mirror. It's called the normal line, because my angle of incidence is going to be equal to that of my angle of reflection. So my normal line is perpendicular to the surface and is in between the incident ray and the reflected ray. The incident ray is the light ray that strikes the mirror, and my reflected ray is the light ray that bounces off the mirror. So my ray diagram is going to allow me to really prove the concept of the law of reflection. This is going to allow me to identify the angle of incidence. This is the angle between the incident ray and the normal line, where my angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal line. So notice my normal line is simply a reference point, and I'm using this reference point that's always perpendicular to the surface of which the photon or light is reflecting from. So my law of reflection is quite simple. It says that the angle of incidence, right, the angle of incidence is going to equal the angle of reflection. This law applies to any surface with specular reflection.